Pick a card. Any card. You might find your eyes deceive you. Perception is remarkable, yet remarkably fallible. How can you trust, therefore, the things you sense and see? Plato's cave is an allegory, illustrating how one might be imprisoned by their limited perceptions and beliefs, mistaking shadows on a wall for reality until they seek and achieve enlightenment, where they gain the ability to perceive the true nature of the world outside. This is the story of Arju Mia, a taxi driver from Milton Keynes who, in the early hours of New Year's Day 2003, was left in doubt of his own perceptions. The Sanctuary nightclub was a popular venue in Bletchley that once stood on the land now occupied by IKEA. Arju, who worked for Cosgrove-based firm Fab Cabs, was working the late shift that night. "I can't understand what happened," reported Arju after the encounter. "One minute she was there, the next she was gone." At around 3:45 AM, Arju pulled up alongside the girl. She asked to go to Great Barford on the other side of Bedford. With this being such a long distance, Arju decided to ask for payment up front, upon which the mystery passenger produced crisp £20 notes and paid him in full. Continuing his account to the Milton Keynes Citizen, Arju stated, "She was a nice girl. She had pink hair and was wearing a short black skirt and a white shirt. She was friendly and spoke to me quite a bit. She told me she had gone to the club with friends in a limousine, but had decided to go home because she was tired and her friends wanted to carry on partying. After pulling up at a nearby petrol station to refill his car, the two set off on their journey. As Arju reached the outskirts of Bedford, he noticed after glancing in his rearview mirror that the girl was no longer sitting in the seat behind him. Concerned she may have fallen asleep or passed out, slumping into the rear footwell, Arju stopped to check the back seats, but to his absolute astonishment, she was nowhere to be seen. The back seat was completely empty. "I don't know who she was. She was nothing but a ghost. I can think of no other explanation," said Arju. He continued, "Now I think back, her hands were very cold when she gave me the money. She told me it was because she had been waiting in the cold, but she hadn't been waiting that long. Other people in cabs saw her get in as well. There's just no other explanation." Having been left baffled and rather disturbed, Arju later consulted the advice of a priest who reassured him that these particular encounters are more common than you would think. Was this then all just a clever ruse? Maybe the girl made a silent exit from the vehicle at some point along the journey. Did Arju make the story up? If so, who might have stood to benefit? The club? The taxi firm? And what about those £20 notes? Did they disappear too? It's fair to say, as is normally the case, we are left with more questions than answers. But maybe, as Plato's cave shows, Arju unwittingly pierced the veil. If only for a short while at least, he was able to interact with a realm that by material understanding shouldn't, indeed doesn't exist. Sleep well.